listening to the Hanging from the Rafters podcast.
I dislike it on a personal level.
I dislike it extremely. I don't hate it, but I dislike it to the point where if you don't stop, I may hit you.
With Chris Rafter.
Smells like Bigfoot's dick.
Why don't you go back to fucking France or wherever the hell you're from?
Yeah.
Pull it out. Let's see it. What are we even fucking doing here?
Austin Rafter.
I can't believe what's happening to me. You ain't going nowhere. I got you for 3 minutes. 3 minutes of playtime.
Bryce Silver.
Gonorrhea syphilitis. I got it from this one tramp that I was with.
Come on, you idiot. You gotta. What do you mean?
Anyway, brother, here's Wonderwall.
And Tim Morris.
Do you think the mimes actually stab people, or do you think they just mime it? Jamie, can you pull up a video of somebody's head being crushed by sonar? That'd be great.
Well, pitter patter, let's get at her.
Stop
Goofy
looking, dude.
yellow dude.
Toot.
Toot. That's Betty
That
Boop.
was the
Betty
Betty
Boop,
Boop
yeah.
one.
Betty Toot.
Ling Ling.
Ling Ling is the
Pikachu.
Pikachu.
Foxy.
Yep.
Xandir.
Yep.
Clara was
She's like the princess.
Yeah,
She's
yeah, yeah.
like the Disney
I don't
princess.
remember that one.
And then there was a Spanky. And
Spanky's the ham, the pig.
yeah.
Spanky
And
Ham, like
then,
Adam Carolla. That's
yeah.
right.
And
Spanky
then,
Ham.
and then the Superman guy was a Captain Hero.
Captain Hero.
that's
Okay, all right. That's actually, yeah, all these are coming back.
I only just remember like weird quotes like, "You want half of my ho-ho? I should kill you where you stand." It's fucking Toot like yelling at someone.
And for some reason, this thing goes on to explain that Princess Clara is a parody of Disney princesses, mostly Ariel, but doesn't say anything about any of the other characters.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only one that
They
warrants an
bothered to
explanation.
explain. Yeah.
Because your mic's
You
off.
know why? Because of racism.
That's probably what it is.
Speaking of racism, you're listening to Hanging from Rafters podcast. Tim's making black people cigarettes, and Austin's here.
Whoa.
And then Brett's also here.
Bootleg black people
Urban
cigarettes.
cigarette.
Urban cigarettes.
Inner city cigarettes.
Urban, not bourbon.
These are gerrymandered cigarettes. These are cigarettes for the other side of the train tracks.
So I'm out here selling solar, and we're going door to door talking to.
I love how that guy. I love how that guy lost his job probably from the first go about that,
definitely
and then
did,
someone brought it up again, and he probably lost his next job because that came back up. Like for whatever reason, he manages to get another job. Let's just say another solar company for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And they're like, all right, cool. Any things on your record and things like that? No. Okay, cool. Your background check looks good and everything like that. And cool. And then Monday comes around after he gets hired and be like, listen, so we found a video from a couple of days, or from, like a year ago.
You didn't tell us you were the solar company neighbors guy.
Sorry, but we're gonna have to let you go. It's like I just got the job. I've been looking for months. Like you're the first place to give me a shot.
You just bring him in and show him the video. It's like, so is that
Actually,
you?
we're gonna transfer you to HR because it feels like you're well versed in how that shit goes down.
At
That'd be
this
even
point.
even funnier if he like got his certification and became an HR person.
Oh, yeah, just because of this.
Yeah. Oh, I'd love the shit out of that.
He does a yearly seminar at his company on the importance of using the right N-word.
the importance of political correctness and verbal sensitivities.
Neighbors, different from the N-word.
That's like his chart. I like how you put your cell phone down, and that just immediately messed up the mics. But now it's better because Tim hit it. Yeah, he's got a big like flow chart, and it's like a big circle, and in the middle has like the spelled out N-word.
Like the Venn diagram of
Man,
it. The
so
IG.
I
Neighbors,
totally
ninjas. Like
I totally thought you were talking about our IT process here, where it's like that flow chart, and everyone leads to hit it.
Hit it, yeah. Well, we were talking about that at work one time. Like Daniel's computer, one of my coworkers, his computer wasn't working.
Daniel.
And I was like, have you tried hitting it? He's all, I have a feeling that would break it more. And then I went to Chad and I was like, that would normally work from from RJ because he's a little bit younger. And I was like, that would normally work for us. He's like, yeah, it's just this new stuff is too sensitive now.
That was a joke on Home
you ask
Improvement.
if he's a neighbor?
Randy was like having problems with his computer, and Tim comes in and tries to help him, who knows nothing about computers.
Right.
And so his very first response is, "Well, have you tried throwing it against the wall?"
Yeah. Or there's a reoccurring joke in the Blue Beetle movie. We saw that last night. There's a reoccurring joke where, like, if something's not working, George Lopez's character just kicks the shit out of it, and it just starts up like every time.
I was thinking IT crowd. Have you tried turning it off and on again?
I love that joke because it's
Hey, yeah, that fixes most things.
yeah, it does. I love that joke in the show though
Your
because
phone,
he has like a
penis doesn't work. Tim's
like a-
breaking
Turn
things.
it off and on again.
Turn it off and on again.
he has like a receiver voicemail that he like instead of answering the phone he just puts it on that receiver that has a pre-recorded message. Have you tried turning it off and on again? They say yes, and it just goes. Are you absolutely certain that it's plugged in? And if they say yes, then he picks up the phone.
All
Like
right,
it's all right. What's
fine.
the problem? Yeah.
You've tried
I mean-
everything that you could possibly try.
Right. Are you absolutely certain that it's plugged in? Which is like
Yeah.
anytime someone asks me for computer help
At
at
work, I always
those are the
like-
first two questions.
I was just saying, like, when I asked something to be fixed, I could have done this, but you've locked me out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, I have, like, a specific, like, do this, and then this, and then this. I know you know more about this than I do, but
I know enough.
just do what I fucking said, stupid.
My computer actually was having problems this week, and so I hit the IT guys up, and they're like, all right, we're going to do a screen share. We want you to do it on Teams. I'm like, okay, cool. And they're like, all right, accept the request for us to take control of your screen. And there go the
You
mics
just
again.
fucked up everything.
Fix it.
And so there we go. And so they're
Let's
doing
move this
that,
way.
and they're kind of telling me they can't figure out exactly what's going on.
Get it
So-
Mainly you.
together.
So they can't figure out exactly what's going on. So they're like, all
I wanna
right,
see your stupid face.
we're gonna like
Get a better
manually
camera.
we're gonna manually sign into your computer, not through Teams, but like actually through the network, through your
Yeah.
computer, and we're gonna sign into one of our because it's two IT guys. We're gonna sign into one of our accounts. And when they do, it's hilarious because I'm talking to them through Teams.
Yeah.
The whole thing's going on through Teams. Their access point is coming through Teams for whatever reason. And when they switch over, they log out and log into the other guy's thing, and it boots them from the fucking whole thing. So like the computer now belongs to this guy Steven, and he can't get the fuck back into it because it kicked him from the whole server. So now I'm on his profile, fucking like, well, I could ruin a lot of things right now.
So I immediately went on all this social networking and
Is
said
it
the N-word.
is it just text and dial or like text interaction or is it on like an audio call?
No, he was on. We were on Teams first, right?
I don't think I've used.
No, he's
Teams.
a real cool dude.
And you can
It's
and
basically Zoom.
Okay.
yeah.
It's Microsoft Zoom.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I should have explained that if you didn't get my bad. So basically, yeah, we're on Zoom, if you will,
Yeah.
and he's controlling it through that program. But then he decides I don't have enough access. I need to go through the network. So he does that. But like everything is running on the back of Teams for whatever reason. I don't understand.
Oh, yeah.
But so when he signs out of my profile on the computer and into his,
Holy shit, I feel like I'm there now.
it fucking kicks him from everything, and it's just me now on this meeting. They're both booted from it, and so I call one of them. I'm like, hey, so I guess I have your computer now. Like, what do I do?
It's like loudly, it's like
Just
get
call
your
him.
ass.
I'm
hacked
like,
you.
I'm fucking in, dude. It's
I
over for you.
I think next time if you ever
I
have
feel
to
like
call,
this is terrible content.
It's the best content.
I think next time if you have to
Dude,
call
this is
them,
hacker shit, dude. They get behind it. They love
Just
it.
because you don't understand how to hack people's gigabits,
Just
it's
because you're
not
over
my
there
fault.
making black people cigarettes doesn't mean that you can talk
Inner
shit
city
about
cigarettes.
smart people things.
Inner city cigarettes.
Inner
sir.
city cigarettes.
Jesus
cigarettes.
fucking
I'm
Christ.
sorry, I forget that.
Just
No.
point at the skin.
I do love
It's all
how,
my fault. I'm sorry.
I do love how when they were doing the fucking bill to ban the menthols, though, like most areas you see the commercials like they're targeting our kids.
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
targeting our kids. But if
That's
you
what
were
they
to
would
say
these.
be watching a Raiders game or watching BET or something along that lines, all of a sudden they're targeting minorities.
Yeah. Fuck the children. It's the black
Wait,
people.
like, wait a minute, what happened to the kids?
They had minority-focused advertisement.
No shit.
way.
during a football
Shit.
game.
Yeah.
They would
Well, no,
cater
it's
to minorities.
it's just funny that they didn't bother mentioning this
On
during
black
any.
entertainment television.
Yeah,
No, it's
because black
more
people
that they
don't care about
didn't-
kids.
They
You
didn't
get it?
bother mentioning this whole like minority
Bush doesn't
angle
care about
on
black
any other
people.
station.
No, until it got to that one. Like, all right, that's the only one that plays it on, so we'll go with that. But the kids, they don't care about the kids, so we'll just leave the kids out of this one.
They must have the hard rights to that fucking Family Feud because I watch that shit at work all the time, and that's like all they show. It's like old
that-
Family Feud all the fucking time.
Oh hell yeah, dude.
What is this?
The
BET.
BET.
Oh,
Because what's his name?
'Cause Steve
runs-
Harvey
Steve
is a
Harvey's
goddamn-
house, yeah.
They were doing what with the trains?
What?
I'm sorry, but that bit is still
Steve-
fucking hilarious.
Steve
to me.
Steve Harvey is arguably the most famous fucking black
Comedian.
game show host ever.
Wow.
That too, I guess.
Okay,
There-
that's
there
real
is-
fucking specific.
There is no well no there,
He's,
there's
he's the most famous black game show host between 2 and 3 a.m.
well no there
on
is
Tuesday
no
afternoons.
there is no other like
Evenings.
game show that
Florida.
well known with like a black host.
And Drew Carey's the most
You were
prominent.
about to say he was the most famous black comedian.
No,
like, I'm
no,
not
no,
scared
no,
of you
no.
motherfuckers.
I ain't scared of you, motherfucker.
And then also,
Kick it.
We have a wall like yeah no.
just Richard Pryor,
these-
just literally looking at Tim. He's
No,
mean
to-
bucket
if I-
Tim.
Literally on fire.
if
I
I were
pointed
to-
at George Carlin and I thought he was
If
black.
I were to say that while
What does
literally
black mean?
looking at Richard Pryor, that would be madness. Like,
I'm talking to you, Rich.
oh, if there was a fucking Chappelle fucking album up there and I
yeah.
did that, holy shit. Like,
They did what with the train?
What?
this is our way of saying, Dave,
Dave.
please come on our podcast.
Dave,
We
we'll
need
be
you.
reaching out. My people are going to contact your people. Are going to contact
And
some other people.
your people are not going to mention
Those
it to
people
you.
are going to go on vacation and they're going to come together and they decide to quit.
Right now. Over me.
Fuck my company. And then all our people will be gone. And then we'll have to do
Join
a show
your
together.
team.
That'll be that.
There'll be no other option. It'll be me and you or nothing.
We'll have to go to Africa together.
We'll have to go to Africa together. We'll have a serious experience. I'll get real in touch with my roots in Africa.
We're building houses for people so they can get burned down by the local
I
warlord.
love how angry he was about Key and Peele. He's like, they're fucking stealing my show. I was like, hey, motherfucker, you had your chance. You
Yeah,
left.
you
I'm
could've-
sorry.
Well,
You
first
could
of-
easily still be doing the Chappelle show
First of all,
today.
the Wayans brothers
Like-
came up with black sketch
Yeah.
comedy.
Yeah,
Not
like,
you.
what?
What the fuck?
Have you heard of In
Well,
Living
I-
Color, jackass? Like,
They were
Jesus.
doing it before Saturday Night Live was popular.
Right.
God damn.
I guess it was more about like the
Jennifer
racially
Lopez was the fly
targeted-
girl.
What do you? That's what In Living Color was.
I don't remember them. See, I haven't watched them Living Color last time.
That's because you're racist. Jim Carrey's in it.
That's it. See,
He's the only white guy, though.
Yeah.
black people or white people are only ever the butt of the joke in Chappelle's show. The first of that.
Homie the Clown.
Homie the Clown. is
Homie,
that-
don't
They
play
had
that. That's
fucking,
where that
what's
comes
his
from.
name? Let me show you something.
I like how much street cred Jim Carrey should get from that and just doesn't.
No.
It made him
He's
famous.
fucking nuts.
It
He's
did,
a fucking.
but
where he
it
did the thing
doesn't.
with his thing.
It,
build a
it doesn't
fire,
make
Marshall.
him like super extra popular with minorities at all for some reason.
No, he's the Ace
Well, he's
Ventura
also
guy.
nuts.
Well, he's a.
Well,
He is kind of a
I'm
nut.
Like,
talking-
did you watch
I'm
that
talking
thing where he thinks
pre-nuts.
He thinks
Pre-nuts.
he's Andy whatever.
no, he doesn't think he's Jim
Kaufman.
Carrey. There was an interview the other day where somebody was talking to him. He's like, "Yeah, so Jim Carrey's just a character."
Right.
Oh, nice.
Like,
Fucking lean into it, dude.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Louis J. Gomez has made a career out of it.
That's true. That's
Just
true.
I'm gonna be this guy.
I think
I'm
he believes
that
it
guy.
though. I think he believes it though.
Of course, you have to believe it if you want to sell it.
Yeah.
I mean, do you
He's a
though?
salesman.
but Jim Carrey's on the opposite spectrum. He doesn't believe
Lewis.
he's Jim Carrey.
I think.
Like,
I think.
who do you think
Can
you
you
are
let us
then?
on your
He's a golden
network? Tim wants to say the N word.
He thinks he's Dennis Reynolds.
Dennis
God.
I used to love that fucking Kaufman documentary where like they get to the point where he's like, I'm channeling Kaufman to his family, and then like when he's sitting there being a dick to the wrestler guy, and the guy like almost smacks him at one point. He's like, hey motherfucker, like me and Andy were good friends. We didn't do this shit off screen.
It was
The-
a thing where we're
the-
doing, you jackass.
The documentary or the movie?
The documentary
the
called
documentary.
Man in the
The documentary
one-
about the
I don't think
making
that-
of the movie.
It's
Yeah.
about when he lost his mind and he thought he was Andy Kaufman.
No.
and-
I saw Man on the Moon. I don't think that was a documentary.
No,
I
no,
think
there
that
was
just
a
a movie.
documentary.
There's a
Documentary
biopic.
is about-
Documentary about that movie.
It's a
Yeah,
biopic.
about the making of.
no, it's about the making of that movie, but he
It's specific-
decided to go
yeah.
real. What is the guy who?
Character actor.
Kaufman, Andy Kaufman.
Where you that's who you are
In character,
Like he made
yeah,
everyone
yeah.
on
He went
set
method, yeah.
refer
Well,
to
I
him
know.
method.
That's the
method.
word.
But
Yeah.
That's the
tenfold
word.
because he went to
But, like,
his mother.
But
Andy
like
Kaufman-
after that, he was never the same person. Like he decided, like that's when
Jim
he
Carrey
became
was.
crazy.
yeah,
Jim Carrey.
lost his mind.
And like he would go to Andy Kaufman's real mother and be like, "I want you to refer to me as Andy."
Well, he
I
said
feel
he-
like I am Andy.
Well, he said he was.
And like everyone on set had to deal with that shit, and so yeah, his
It
mother
sounds
was mad.
fucking
Well,
insufferable.
he
It's
claimed
great.
to channel Andy Kaufman from beyond the grave to Andy's own mother and sister, and like I think the sister got pissed off. The mother's fucking like old and has
The
almost
most
like
fucked up thing
dementia or
is it really
something. But
just like
sister's like
shit
this
all
is
over
crazy.
his
He couldn't-
his like legacy.
Wait a
like
second. Wait a second.
it's all about Jim Carrey now. Like Andy Kaufman's a fucking genius. Like his bit with life. Like he's just like I'm gonna do this funny
I
thing,
do what I think,
and
is funny,
I'm gonna like fully commit to it to the point where like people are hitting me. But like,
Or it's
but I'm doing
uncomfortable.
this because I'm doing this.
Like-
his life was a joke. Like that's crazy.
He did bits that like they were in no way funny at the time, but now hearing about them, it's like that's fucking
Well, when he-
hilarious.
when-
Like showing up for a fucking stand-up set, and he just went up there and
He'd read
read like
Shakespeare.
Shakespeare or War and Peace or some shit like that.
Well,
Like,
he'd read it.
No,
and
he
then
read
they'd
A
get
Tale
mad.
of Two Cities, and he read
Yeah.
it from beginning to end. And he was doing a college show, and he came out immediately, and they started booing him. So he's like, "Well, I'm gonna read this from beginning to end. It's like 300
It
pages."
was the
dude.
best of times.
Which-
it was the
right.
worst
I know
of
it
times.
different.
And everyone's like booing him, and he's like, "I don't give a
Well,
shit."
which
the one
in the
where-
moment, that's not funny at all.
No.
No.
Well,
Later on, that is the
Oh,
funniest
where-
fucking thing
right,
you've ever
well,
heard.
because you
He's
understand.
a fucking genius.
Wasn't that? It's because you understand what the
Even the fucking
bit
Mighty
is
Mouse
now.
thing, the here I come. He's just literally like
Okay, I would have
that's
chuckled
actually
at that
funny.
at the
He put on a
time. I don't-
record,
Seen that,
And then when it
so-
came to that part, he didn't sing it. He just like he did the.
Now-
He
"Here
mimed
we
it.
go
Yeah, he
to
mimed it.
the
I love when he
day."
did the. I think he was reading like one of the Shakespeare, a piece of Shakespeare, and they started booing him. So he's like, "Okay, you guys want my show, yeah?" And he puts on a recorder, and it's from where he cut off, right there in the continuing Shakespeare on a record.
I think it was Rogan was talking about. He was there and he came to do his show, and he shows up like 4 hours early, and he brings him like 30 or 40 different
set.
types of drums.
Yeah.
And he sets them all up, and then he leaves, and he comes back like 4 hours. He's the headliner of the show that night at the Comedy Store, and there's fucking these things everywhere. And all he did is just walk around, and he's like, "This is called this,"
And then he played a little bit.
and then he'd go to the next one, and that was the whole fucking show. And then he packed it all up, and he put it back in like a truck and left, dude. Like, what?
If I remember correctly, he also said
That's
it was.
fucking genius,
He
dude.
also said it was a huge problem for the rest of the
course
show
it-
because
yes.
it's all in the way of everyone trying to do their sets and they're
Yeah.
trying to like walk
And he
around
said
all
there's
his
like
drum
40
shit.
different drum
Well-
sets over all the different stages.
What else? Well, what else is great about that? What none of those performers probably realized at the time is their sets all got 10% funnier.
Yeah,
Because
there's
you're
a
not
bunch of shit
watching
around
these
him.
guys fucking stumble around the stage trying to get around these drums
You
and
don't know
shit.
if you're dealing with a genius.
Well, they also don't
Someone says
realize
it.
they were injected as part of the bit themselves too.
Yeah,
You know,
they
like
became
they are
part
now
of his
part of the
bit.
bit. Like
Yeah.
his bit started when the very first comedian went
Yeah.
on. When the first person saw the first drum, and then the guy comes out, like the bit has started now,
And when the
and it's
first-
not your set. It's
Yeah.
Andy's bit.
The
It's
first
nice.
human, and he crawled from primordial ooze, and he said, "I am man."
I am man.
And that's when the
But
bit
it-
started.
To me, it's like the best idea I could come up with like that is you're doing like a stand-up show with like a few other
Call
performers.
someone the N-word.
Every single person's set, you just walk out in the middle of the set, pick up whatever's on their stool, take a drink, and walk off. Don't say a fucking
Don't
word.
say a word. Just do it. Don't acknowledge them. Just it's mine. Have some of that and put it back. And
It's
I
just
leave.
better. Spend the entire night walking up, but they've got their water bottle on like the stool, because that's what they do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you just keep walking across the stage, just knocking the water bottle into the thing, and just walk right through. And it's like he goes on at 10 o'clock, and it's 7:30. He's gonna do this until 10 o'clock.
This is gonna happen
Exactly, yeah.
many
He-
more
He
times.
literally
Yeah.
has nothing better to do. It's why he's here.
He's waiting.
We're all sad people.
You just walk up like right behind him and slam a beer during each fucking comedian's set. So and
That's
just
too
make
on the
a
nose.
Thing about it.
That's too on the nose.
That'd be funny if you owned like a comedy like club or whatever, just to keep doing shit.
Just
like
keep
that.
interrupting people's sets.
Not interrupting the sets. You just walk across
Just
the
be in the
stage.
Yeah, you
background.
try to be quiet about
Don't
it.
address it. There's no thing. You don't,
Don't
like
stomp.
draw attention to yourself. Like they're sitting there and they're like, I got like 3 minutes left.
Well-
Nice. And then you just walk across the stage.
Well, where
Slam a
the
beer
where
and
the
halfway
full like
through,
That's
walk
it.
keep walking.
where the full like like blacked out like
You don't have
fucking
to wear
turtleneck, fucking pants, shoes, everything.
it's just your
So
head.
it looks like you're not trying to fucking distract, but then do something completely distracting.
I think just walking across is enough.
I mean, depending what state it in, you can walk across to the N word.
The N-word.
Some places would
Alabama.
laugh at that.
This episode's very heavy
Arkansas?
on the N-word for some reason.
Arkansas, that'd be a good place
That's
to do it.
Kansas.
we're Trump supporters.
Kansas.
And who's that lady who won't shut up?
There's several of them.
Yeah, you're gonna have to be a lot more specific.
Can you not talk about my wife that way?
I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it right at that, and you figure out who I'm talking about.
You know just who you are.
Is it Hillary?
Marjorie Taylor Greene?
If you're
Yep.
listening, you know just
That's who it
you
is.
are.
Is it Ann Coulter?
It's all of them.
It's
I
all of
love
them.
that when Marjorie Taylor Greene was like, when
And
she
we
was,
just
like,
lost
heading
all our
the-
women's
the
viewers,
House
all
or
7 of
whatever,
them.
That one time, and she's like,
Sorry,
she
but I
fucking
didn't
banged. She's like,
say all those
the people will. He's like, the representatives will be held to order. Will be ordered, so like order us or something.
yeah.
The
And everyone
fuck
just
we
starts
will.
fucking like, bitch, you shouted liar at the fucking.
She says they will hold decorum of the house.
Oh, yeah.
and the
okay.
entire house. Both sides are laughing. They're like, I don't. What?
You made fun of a school shooting.
Yeah, straight up.
Shut
dude.
up.
Yeah, you deserve
Alex
every
Jones
bit
is
you
a
get.
nice guy compared to you.
Compared to
He's
you, yeah,
sweet.
he's way more
He's
more
harmless. He can't really affect anything. You're the senator.
I don't know.
You're a
He fucking
monster.
Lost way more money. He lost a shitload of money.
He did lose a shitload of money, but by comparison to
If he
Marjorie
was smart, he
Taylor Greene,
should
I
have
don't
run
know.
for the Senate.
Yeah,
The difference is Alex
Where does
Jones is
Marjorie
an
Taylor Greene live?
Georgia.
Alex
She
Jones
won
is
that.
an entertainer. Marjorie Taylor Greene is a fucking U.S.
shit.
senator.
Here, I'll get
you have a delivery of some sort.
Ryan.
Who's Ryan?
That doesn't look like Ryan.
No, it's not Ryan at all. That's
This
Ryan.
delivery is brought to you by
By DoorDash.
DoorDash.
We want to let you know today, if you type in code word "Hanging from the Rafters" podcast, you'll get 10% off of your next
You
DoorDash
go in there,
visit.
and if it doesn't work, like do it like 45 more times.
Yeah.
At the 47th one, then it starts working.
Yes,
And if that doesn't work, just go to twogirlsonecup.com.
Just
or rotten.
put in,
If we're just doing old shit like that, I don't mind. Send them to rotten.
you know our promo code penis.
And if you still can't figure it out, you can reach us at POPCORN.
You can call us.
That's really not cool, dude.
Does that still work?
I think so. Which is weird because
Yeah.
all phones have the time on them now, and I'm pretty certain you can get them.
Yeah, well, but now it starts off like, okay, boomer.
Here I
At
come
3
to say
o'clock, you
good
can watch a
day.
movie. And also, this would be cool if you could watch it like on a website. Though that exists, kill yourself.
It'd be funny if you called it now and just like, dude, hang up. That's all it said. Dude, hang up. Dude, just hang up.
You don't need to, you don't want to watch this movie. You're gonna be scared by it. It has things with the future, which is scary.
Spooky.
Spooky.
So
I think you're mixing up popcorn and movie line.
that might be it.
Yeah.
So I'm playing a new Final Fantasy game, not a newer Final Fantasy, but new for me. And it just got me thinking because there's this part in the game
Which
where
one?
like 13, and there's this part where one of the characters goes, he's like, it might as well be at this point.
We'll get there.
We will get there. One of the characters goes, "All right, guys, what's our motto?" And they say the motto, and it's fucking lame, dude.
The
But
N-word several times.
It's just the N-word over and over and over again in this Japanese anime video game. But I thought it would be really funny to like do that at work. And like, but like, hey, guys, minus the N-word part, but be like, all right, guys, remember our motto.
including the N-word
Like,
part, actually.
yeah, might as well at this point. There's no black people that work with me. It would be funny at like the end of a all hands meeting, just be like, all right,
It's
everybody,
a chant. Just
remember-
the N-word over and over again.
remember our motto, and everybody just kind of looks at you, and then just think of like the most long-winded, not like intuitive motto that you could for the company. It's like, all right, guys, remember our motto: Hathaway Dinwiddie. We get it done. We get it done right. We do it safe. We do it cheap. We do it effective. We do it for the client. Customer service
On 3.
number one. Yeah, and just go as long
Just
as you
keep going.
can.
We follow all COVID regulations. We keep to HR standards. We've been
yeah.
about 372 days without a workplace accident.
OSHA approved. Union backed.
I think that
Everybody
or
take your sexual harassment training seriously. Yeah.
I think it would be great to do that or something totally unrelated, just like our model. We are Marshall.
Thundering herd, baby. Let's go. Yeah, just have this like stupid long-winded motto that no one came up with but you, until everybody either just goes like, okay, and
All
like,
right, everybody. Remember our motto. Arby's. We've got the meat.
we've got the
We've
meats.
the meats.
Remember our motto, everybody. I'm too drunk to taste this chicken. What were you gonna say? You think whatever you do.
KFC. I'm too drunk. Take this shit.
You know what's
taste this
funny? I
chicken.
just
Chase chicken.
I just read something.
Chris is too drunk to taste the chicken.
He is. I just read something about
Big
KFC.
Red Gum. If you don't like Big Red
Fuck
Gum,
you.
fuck
Fuck
you.
you.
I just read something about KFC that when after the Colonel had sold the rights and shit,
The
they
Colonel.
moved their
Say
like
we
fucking headquarters to Tennessee, and I guess he got pissed. He's like, "This isn't fucking Tennessee fried chicken." And I guess like within the month they moved it back to Kentucky. They're like,
That dude.
we
That
look
dude
like
did not
assholes.
understand taxes.
Oh, he
that guy
tried to.
did not get
He
taxes.
tried to make as soon as he sold it, they of course they went corporate and they cheaped out, and so he got
I
pissed
would've-
off trying to make a competing thing. Like, you have a non-compete clause, so we'll sue you into oblivion. If
I would have
you,
taken a big fat fucking shit on his head if he tried to pull that Tennessee shit and I was working there. I'd be like, oh, I guess you don't want your KFC to actually operate anywhere outside of the state. So I guess you're not getting any fucking money, you little bitch. Like, I guess we're not gonna have California Kentucky Fried
What do
Chicken.
you want, Uncle Gravy, extra gravy, massa?
Yeah,
No, that's not right.
yeah.
These people have been through a lot.
The point is, I
They
think,
need their chicken.
I think he sold it kind of like.
I'll
the,
move these goddamn corporate offices to Tokyo if I fucking want.
Well, if that's
They
the
love
funny,
black
they,
people
they
too,
had
man.
every right to. I think he sold it kind of like the McDonald's brothers ended up selling McDonald's to Ray Koch.
Wait, rewind. The McDonald's brothers?
Yeah, there
There's
were
two of
two
them.
brothers who made McDonald's, and
that
this
one
guy
guy-
Ray Koch. Did you watch the
Yeah,
founder?
Founder?
Their
Wait,
names,
It's great.
their
So
names are
where did-
Ronald. Their names are
Yeah,
Ronald
what?
and Old.
An old McDonald's.
No, dude.
Yeah, something like that.
They basically came up with the flavor of McDonald's, and then like this
Well,
like,
they made it the
businessman came in and was like, wait, you guys, you're paying like 8 people to do 2 people's jobs. Like, let's make this
So
efficient.
So
this
they-
wasn't
they
all
made it-
invented by a clown?
no.
That would be Ronald. That would be Ronald.
That's
Two brother,
surprising,
there was
yeah.
like a mommy clown and a daddy
And a
clown.
dad.
And
Well,
they
then there-
fucked.
One of them was a
and then there was
farmer.
a clown fuck, and then there's 2 clowns.
One was a farmer that had a dog.
Yeah.
The dog's
Bingo was his name.
Right. That
nope,
was that
his
was
name was
old.
fucking
It's old
Tyrone,
McDonald, asshole.
and you're racist for saying that, dude.
But yeah, it was they like developed this system that like the drive-in burger place. You'd go in there and like you'd order a burger and you'd wait like fucking 30 minutes to get your burger. And they invented like a more efficient system. Like, hey, we get people in and out of here quick. And then fucking Ray Kroc came in and was like, I'm gonna invest in this.
We're gonna call it In and Out.
But we're gonna fucking cheap out on the ingredients and like
He took the Ford, what's it called,
Assembly line.
assembly line. He came with that
Assembly
idea.
line production.
Well, they
line.
came. But
This
that's what
guy's
they
named
did.
Steve, and his job is to put 2 pickles on the
Well,
burger, and that's all he does all day, and he's real good at.
Well, it was actually they actually came up with the assembly line idea. He came in, he was just like, "How do we cheap out on everything else so we make the most profit?" And so there's like in the movie, there's this whole thing like one of the brothers almost had a heart attack because it was too
Too
stressful.
much whack Arnold.
And then he refused to have he didn't want to have like milkshakes at all because it was like too
Because
much.
the milkshakes
Well,
bring
but
all the
then-
boys to the yard.
They do.
No,
but then-
that dude is the reason why that machine is always
well, it's-
fucking
yeah.
broken.
So he came in. He got
It's
like
broken in honor of him every day
Ray
from
Koch,
4 to
that
6.
sack of shit.
Well, he came in. He
Fuck
made
that
like
guy.
he made like the powder fucking
Great
shit
job,
to make the
businessman,
milkshakes.
idiot.
And so like as a fuck you, after he's already bought like came out and got the company from under them, he was like he sent them the fucking chocolate and vanilla milkshake, and they were the one of the brothers has a heart attack because of it. And then after he's got the company out from under them, as a fuck you, he sends them the new strawberry milkshake powder.
Fuck
It's like
yeah.
a final fuck you.
Fuck yeah, it's the delicious one. That one's
So-
better than the vanilla.
Now with
Guys-
ice cream, it's not ice cream.
No, it's not. And the mashed potatoes
McDonald's,
and the mashed potatoes at KFC aren't mashed potatoes.
dude.
So, folks, if
the
you
best
enjoyed
mashed
this,
potatoes come in like a dried powder, and you put a little water in them.
Yep.
They're better than the ones from real potatoes. 'Cause
Oh, the instant.
I
mashed
love
You don't get the
potatoes.
chunkiness though. You need the little potato mash pieces
Look,
still
No,
in
I
it.
don't.
it's not
Yeah, you do.
fucking
Yeah, you do.
Thanksgiving.
It doesn't need to
Okay.
be. It needs to be good, is what
It's
it needs
Jesus' birthday.
to be. Yeah.
Hey,
And so
Jesus-
Jesus eats trash. Is that what you're trying to
Tuesday
say?
afternoon,
Is
and-
Jesus a mountain goat? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I don't know what
Belly
we're
goat.
talking about, but I swear to God that
I
I
don't
will bring a holy alliance.
This
against
motherfucker's
you.
trying to tell me space food is better than the real thing. I don't get him.
yeah.
Never mind. You
Anyways.
know what I'm talking about? Space food. Go ahead.
So if you guys enjoyed this, tune in next week when we do a deep dive on Jack in the Box.
Fuck does this have to do with space food?
You know what you think of? Have you ever seen that? It's
Uh.
like a comic. I think I saw it on Reddit. That it's like this guy is fucking this like goth girl, and she's like, "Talk dirty to me." Oh, she's like that. She's like, talk dirty to me, and he's like that upside down cross is actually the cross of Saint Peter. He only did that because he thought he would never be as holy as Jesus. Your sign, your symbol is actually a pure Catholic symbol. And she's like, I was like crying. I was like, not like that.
That's not how I wanted you to do it.
Realistically, just be like, yeah, it's not. I don't believe in any of that.
Oh shit! So, R.I.P.
Christians,
fucking Jimmy
though.
Buffett.
Yeah, he died today.
Oh, really? Fuck.
He's having his cheeseburger in paradise right now.
He's living on sponge cake, watching the sun.
You know what
bake.
happened?
Yeah.
He had that cheeseburger paradise in Maui, and it burned down
Yep.
with Lahaina, and then he burned with it inside.
Why'd they name it?
Yeah.
And why
And then
they?
he had a heart attack.
Why did they call that place in Maui
That's
something?
dark.
Maui burning literally broke his heart.
Why did they name that place in Maui after a bunch of like cholitas?
I love it.
What,
Lahaina?
Oh,
Yeah.
Lahaina.
Lahaina.
Las Hainas? Like, come on, dude. Are we really doing that?
Lahaina.
Yeah,
It
careful
was
in
weird,
Maui,
like-
man. You go down to
love-
Lahaina, you get to drink the water. It's got a choro. It's like, oh, great.
I love how
The shits.
I love how fucking Bubba on Facebook was trying to say that those fires were started by direct energy
Stop
weapons.
talking to Bubba
Hey,
on Facebook.
Hey, Ryan was actually telling me that he's giving you all this shit about the fucking Matt's land when you were like saying it was set on fire. He's like, give me your fucking list that dad's land. You fucking
like-
dick.
Yeah, like
Well,
what a jackass.
I mean,
If you
I
really
won't-
want to argue with Bubba on Facebook, just a picture of a penis over and over and over again.
that won't get you
Good
blocked.
way.
That won't get you banned or anything.
You know what else?
just
It
do
won't
that
work. Talking to him.
I
Yeah,
know.
that's probably a bad
just
one.
fucking hilarious.
Why does it have to be a direct energy weapon? Why can't it just be like a regular ass fire that they set on
Yeah.
on their own?
Why not?
I would believe you more if you showed me a picture
I
of
like
somebody
how-
like with a lighter just setting a bush on fire.
It's like no. Remember that the global warming they were talking about? This is a direct repercussion.
I like how we're actually seeing that shit.
And they're like, no, it's plasma weapons
don't
from
know, man.
aliens.
I
You're
don't
like,
know,
that
man.
makes more sense.
I don't think it was global warming either. I think it was a fucking
They were
gas
having a
main.
drought.
I think it was a gas main with a fucking accelerant in it.
I think
like,
Tim farted
Wait,
and he
what?
lit on fire.
yeah.
Well,
fire?
I mean,
Really, the
I
bottom
got
line
some
here
range,
is it's
but
Tim's
Jesus.
fault. If you have like a
That's
a
what Bubba was
private-
talking about when he said direct energy.
Right.
They harness the power of Tim's ass. Yeah, I don't understand why that couldn't be a regular ass fire. Like everybody's like, oh, it was a direct energy. But they launched a missile. I mean, I don't know. Maybe PG&E fucked up one too many
Wait,
times.
what
feel like-
fire? The California
no,
one?
no, the Maui
They're
one.
saying they launched
They've-
a missile?
No,
No.
they're saying like
Direct
they're using
energy.
like
laser.
lasers to start fires.
Why does that have to be a laser? Why
Which
couldn't
makes
it-
way more
'cause
sense
it's-
is someone just there was like dry grass. And
Well,
then you
what's-
put something and
I'm
you go like
starting
this.
to understand more and more why people go so hard with conspiracy. It's so fun.
It
It's so
is.
fun to think about, like, it's like you're reading a
Well,
fiction book, like a book
It
of
is.
fiction. I follow these like fake history bullshit where there's
Project
like,
Bluebeam,
there's
dude.
secretly a fucking a wall under the ocean that runs the
It's
whole
way
Earth.
more interesting than
It's
reality
fun.
that we're fucked.
Yeah, we're all gonna die at
They're
some
like,
point.
no, you know what it is? The government's behind it. Okay, the government's behind it. We're still fucked.
Yeah,
what
what
the
do we
fuck
do? Well,
is the
what's-
So what do we
difference?
do about that?
What's great is all the evidence these people pull up. It's shit like so for this he just it was just a picture of a tree on fire.
Oh well, that's reasonable.
Well, they've never heard that correlation doesn't equal causation
Oh, I was.
argument.
But, and then,
Hey,
like,
the
and
first
then
day
all-
of college, they tell you that.
Have you seen
And then
that
all
video?
his sources
day,
are just like screenshots of like Google
second day?
searches. And it's like, all right, well, scroll up a little for your screenshot where we see the like 5-sentence paragraph you put into the Google search to get this exact article.
Yeah,
have you ever seen that video? It's the flat earthers who are trying to prove there's no curvature of the earth, and so their whole thing was like the guy's gonna hold this like thing up, and if he's like, you're gonna shine a light holding it at this position, and if it shines through, then there's curvature of the earth. Otherwise, they're lying. It's flat earth. It immediately shines through, and they're like, well, maybe we're not holding it right. Maybe we need to change because we're too flat.
Hey guys, the world is gonna end next Tuesday, and if that doesn't happen, then it's probably
Tuesday
you know what
after
it is.
that.
I was off by 10,000 years. So everyone just hold on tight.
it's
In about 10,000 years, we'll figure out if I'm full of shit.
Quasimodo predicted.
It's either
Quasimodo.
Quasimodo predicted it.
Sanctuary.
yeah, it's either October 13th, 2024 or October 13th, 4012.
Yeah, one of the two.
There he goes. Homeboy fucked a Martian once.
Homeboy fucked a Martian once.
All you motherfuckers are gonna pay. You are the ones who are the ball lickers.
So the best rendition I've seen of that in a meme is have you seen Ninja Turtles 2: Secret of the Ooze from like the 1990s?
I have.
I've never seen anything ever.
So in that one, they're at the computer at TGRI, and they're like trying to figure out where the last canister of ooze went, and they're on the computer, and it's replaced with that. It's like, all you motherfuckers are gonna pay. It's so good. That's the best use of that quote to
great.
me. Like it just cracks me. Just imagine the Ninja Turtles saying that.
Fighting
shit.
some creepy boy.
It's always just you are the ones who are the ball lickers.
You
for
are the
me.
ones who are the ball lickers.
Man, you know what bummed me out the other day? You know that picture
life?
of it's I mean, I said the other day, not every day.
Not every day.
Fucking
Right.
have you seen that picture? It's Penguins. Tyler Seguin is like skating down the ice, and this girl's holding up a sign saying, "Hey
I
Tyler,
sucked
we
you off
sucked
in
your
high
dick in
school,
high school."
yeah.
I recently found out that's fake.
Ah.
Yeah.
Fuck. Who would do that?
Let's kill those bitches.
It's not their fault. It's the guy on the
No,
internet who
it's
fucked
their
it up.
fault.
Oh, you're mad at them for
They
getting
should
their
have
photo
sucked him off
doctor?
in high school.
Look,
They probably tried.
This has
Probably
made me
tried.
question everything. Is Santa real? Jesus? God?
Maybe even
Me? Am I fucking
You know
real,
what?
Tim?
No,
I
you're
thought
not.
I really thought that was
I'm
real.
definitely
I did.
real, but Santa's not.
You're just a manifestation of Tim's
real.
hatred.
Hey, if you're a child listening to this, Santa's not real. Tim is Santa Claus.
Wait, he's not real, but Tim is Santa.
It's a really exclusive interview.
Tim is.
Could
Tim
you
is
skirt
Tim
farther
Allen.
off of the camera?
So we can
thank
hide you.
Santa.
There we go, Santa.
Santa.
So
Should
you're
I talk like this?
Yeah, yeah. So
Rock,
you fuck
rock, rock,
elves.
Hey, we
What's up
watched
with
that.
that?
We watched that Violent Night movie. That's actually not too bad. The one with the Hopper, where he plays Santa, fucking essentially being John
yeah,
Mc-
yeah.
Oh,
He's
yeah, yeah.
essentially John
Yeah,
McClane.
You call him
Santa-
David
what if-
Harbour.
What if Santa was John McClane? You're like, yeah.
What if Santa was David Harbour after he lost some weight?
Was it better than the Mel Gibson one where the kid's trying to get revenge on him?
I don't know, because then Mel Gibson.
No,
was
I thought of
Bobby
that
Kelly.
immediately too. But this one, like the
It's
Mel
wittier.
Gibson one, you got to be like Santa's bad. But this one is like Santa. Like he was just trying to do his job.
He's John
But
McClane.
no, people have guns and shit. So I guess I'm gonna have to go ahead on a murdering fucking.
Why are they trying
campaign.
to kill him?
All right, it sounds better.
Oh,
than
well,
Mel
so
Gibson's
they're-
They try to
fucking-
shoot him and then they
Why?
miss.
Why?
So they're
Why?
here. They're
He
here to like
happens to
rob.
be at the house delivering the presents at the time when the assassins
rich
come
fam-
to kill the rich family
it's
that
a rich
live there.
family. They're coming to rob them.
Okay.
And like,
Bryce.
they have all this money in their safe.
Just suspend your fucking disbelief and go along for the ride.
No, I'm asking what the movie says.
I know,
Right,
just
yeah.
the way you
No,
asked why, you're like, why?
No,
Because he wasn't telling me
Right.
why.
This
He was
doesn't
making
make-
some
This
bullshit
is
up.
terrible.
He's like a Santa that's like, I fuck being a Santa, and like
Well,
he's there, he's giving,
but
he's delivering the
honestly-
presents, and they
But
come and they
there's-
start shooting people. He's
There's
like,
assassins.
fuck.
Honestly,
Spoiler alert.
I can buy that more than the Mel Gibson one. Do you know the
Yeah.
story for the Mel Gibson one?
No, no.
So
was
he
in-
gives a lump of coal to the wrong fucking little
The
Russian
wrong
gangster's
motherfucker.
kid,
Oh, Jesus.
and the kid decides like, there's
Hires
a
an
hit on
assassin,
Santa now.
yeah.
Oh my
Like,
God.
It's got Bobby Kelly in it. It's not bad.
Okay.
But
You're there for Bobby.
No, that's not.
He's
Yeah,
like,
it
you know
does.
what,
That
dude?
is.
He's in that.
In the Mel Gibson one, yeah, that was why we watched it because we heard
Keeps
Bobby
calling
I
Kelly.
Santa
thought that
dude.
one's like a
It's called
happy-go-lucky.
like Kill Santa. No, it's got the.
It's not Kill
it's got,
Tony?
Uncle Baby Billy's. It plays like the assassin who, in his childhood,
Uncle
he
Baby
got
Billy.
he got coal once too, so he fucking hates Santa. And then there's this rich kid who's a little shithead. He gets coal, so he's like hires the fucking Uncle Baby Billy assassin to go kill Santa. And like Santa doesn't live in the North Pole. He's in like Ohio or some weird like, fucking
Yeah, of
town
course.
nowhere.
Of fucking course he does.
And so like he just sends out him
He's
to like
looking for
fight
cheap
him and kill him.
Oh, they're elves or Mexicans, whatever you want to call them. Either way, they came from Mexico. They're very short.
I think that's the premise. That was part of the premise that like he's like, I get so much fucking. There's too many fucking people in the world. I can't keep up with this shit.
7 billion motherfuckers, only a billion of them.
he's
believe
just
me.
he's instead of the North Pole, he's in Guadalajara.
I like fucking,
It's always fucking hot.
You're like fucking 4 years old. You get a present from Santa. And they're like the elves are striking. Then they put together a goddamn union. You know, fucking.
And now all your presents are gonna say "Hecho in Mexico."
the Violent Night one. I thought its premise is fucking badass. Spoiler alert! Fucking, you find out Santa was a Viking warrior.
Oh yeah, that was
Who killed people with a fucking
That's why he becomes
huge
John
hammer.
McClane.
That's
and so he
great.
was forced to be Santa as
Yeah, like
penance
like
for is killing.
Like he killed so many people, they're like, you get to be Santa for the rest of
You got to bring
eternity.
joy
You're
now.
forced to.
And
yeah.
so like he hates doing it. He's like, this is your
So
fucking
wait.
toys.
He's an
And then like
alcoholic.
there's a hit squad. And it's like, you know what? Today's the day.
Yeah, they're gonna rob rich people, and
Right.
He's there at the same
he's got a
time.
hammer because that was his thing when he was
Because
a
why
Viking.
not?
Yeah, because fuck
And
it.
so like, no, but
cares
it's not
why?
a
He
Viking
has a hammer.
He's got like a
Well, he
you
picks
know,
up a
I'm
sledgehammer.
tapping this in sledgehammer,
He picks up a sledgehammer.
and then he just starts fucking killing motherfuckers.
Like
Just
you
left,
know what?
right,
You
right,
didn't
left.
even have to explain to me why he had a hammer. You
No,
just-
it's
I was
bad.
bought.
I was
I
good
bought, I
with
bought
it.
in right
Tim.
there.
yeah.
I like to build like a vast world that we live in. Where
Expansive.
Santa has a hammer, and you shut the fuck up about it.
I don't
All
know.
we
You kind
needed
of
was the
skipped
hammer,
over the
I don't
entire
know.
story and just said the
Yeah.
assassins were killing him at one point. I didn't know why.
Because he's seen it.
I didn't need
But
that.
I didn't.
Again,
I like to
I
build a
did-
world.
I don't care what you think.
I got bored. I skipped to the end.
I'm trying to
But again,
explain to
I-
the person who's already seen it.
I didn't need to
So
know.
he knows better.
No, dummy.
I didn't need to know why there were assassins either. Assassins, hammer,
that's the
Santa.
problem.
I'm good.
You're like, I'm there, dude.
Anyway, joke's on you. There's no assassins.
Holy shit! I feel like
None
I'm
of
there.
that
This
happens.
movie
It's
doesn't
a
exist.
nice. It's about him helping a family find the spirit of Christmas.
It's about D's.
It's
These
about
nuts.
these nuts and the spirit of Christmas.
It's just a remake of the Santa Claus.
That's all it is.
Someone's on the roof.
They start shooting immediately.
Dad, I heard a clatter. He's like, "What are you talking about? There's someone on the roof."
I
Shut up with the clatter nonsense. Someone's banging around on the roof.
I love how quickly like they expected children to just get over like, oh yeah,
Santa
Santa just
died.
died. Like,
Well, it's 'cause you're supposed to
It's
be
because
like,
it
well,
was
there's a
for
new-
adults.
There's a new Santa.
Like the whole thing where like he dies. He's like he fell off the roof. Not my fault. Because he's worried about like the
fucking liability
Yo,
of it.
right.
Yeah. My
Didn't
fucking
kill him.
insurance is gonna fuck me in the ass, dude.
On a-
Charlie,
On a supernatural being, no
I'm
less.
definitely
Charlie,
not fucking covered for this.
I
look at me in the eyes. He jumped off the roof to attack me,
He came
and I
at
had
me.
to put him down. I had to put him down.
I hit him with a
And then
sweet karate chop
and then he
right to the
disappeared.
fucking.
He came as nunchucks.
His
so
kid
as
comes
ninja
out.
Stars.
His kid comes out and he just like hands off a gun to his kid. He's like, "Give that to your mother.
Like wipe this off and
Wipe
hand
this
it
off
to
and hand it to
mom.
your mom."
I love how I always think of the end of that movie where she lets fucking her kid go with Santa, and then she starts like calling for him. And they're like, "Oh shit, I made a huge mistake." I love if the next one started with them in court and she's just sitting with Santa. He's like, so he tried to steal our son and leave the country.
Yeah, tried to bail with the boy.
Yeah, it's
You let him
definitely-
go with you, bitch. Like,
Dude, that movie, there's so many like the when he walks up, he's like,
He could be
what's he
jumping on
doing?
the
He's like,
bed, or-
he's in his room jumping on his bed,
Well, he-
pretending he's Santa Claus, and he's like, not Neil.
Not
What's
Neil.
Charlie doing?
he could be
Neil's
jump-
the new fucking
Claus.
father-in-law. Or whatever it's called.
no, what's Charlie doing?
Stepfather.
he could
What's
be jumping
Charlie
on the
doing?
Bed or playing pretend. Not Neil.
The
Who's
best is like
Charlie?
he's like I like Neil. He listens to me. He's like, and then he charges you for it.
Oh man.
Christmas is just around the corner. We want to remind you that Manscaped is having another sale. No, I'm just kidding.
Manscaped.
Go on manscaped.com and then delete that and go to hangingsforrafters.us and then you go to our
Patreon?
What's Patreon,
John
and then you give us money
Page.
for
And then
Tim's
we-
sex
Checks you
appeal.
up.
See, Tim's gonna say if you put $10 if you pay $10,
Got that?
Tim will come to your house and he will have sex with you.
Oh, sex you right up.
And I don't care if
You
you're
got
a
your
man,
sex over you got your sex all
a
over me.
child, an elephant, a guy named Steve.
Doesn't
This
matter.
is so sexy.
Tim will bring his giant tits that you bought for him by subscribing.
And if you
Ew,
give us,
have you
Oh.
ever seen? Hey, have you
But,
ever-
Stamps.com.
No fat chicks.
Have you ever seen implants when they haven't been
Easy.
taken out
Try
for a
to
long
money,
time
dude.
and they get like this fucking, it's like a calcium buildup, and so like you'll see them pulled out and like they have to like fucking peel it off. It's
Yeah.
this thick fucking thing.
What the fuck are you talking about?
When like women get a fucking whatever implants, I think it's the
Oh.
whatever I can't remember which ones, but
for boobies,
well, there's like
Boobus?
there's different kinds, and
right?
one
There's
of the
pure
kinds,
silicone. There's
I think silicone is they get this calcium starts building up over it, and you have to get them replaced like once every 10 years. And I've seen a video where like they haven't gotten replaced like 15 years. They pull it out, and it's got this thick like layer
You just
and this hard calcium that they like
all you need
peel
for that
off.
is a
It's
little bit of
disgusting.
CLR, and then it's just that stuff comes
Yeah.
right off.
There you go.
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
CLR in the
Cool.
bloodstream, beats
That's
just fine.
what I was thinking.
This episode brought to you by CLR. Do you not clean your shit?
CLR can help
Change
you.
oil.
Change your oil.
Yeah, CLR could help you.
Stamps.com.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm just excited for Christmas now that we're talking about Tim Allen and Neil and all those people.
I think we should stop taking breaks.
I think
This is the episode where we stop taking breaks.
No.
I don't think breaks are allowed. We
There's no reason for it. You could smoke right there. No one else smokes anymore.
I want more water.
Or drinks.
Okay. Tim wants to have water.
waiter, water, please. Another Okay, this guy's not fucking listening. Can someone kill that lady?
It's me. Hold on.
Yeah, if we hired
It's
some
me.
better water, some better waiters.
We're not tipping him. That waiter just flipped you off.
Yeah.
That waiter just gave you the finger.
You
We
know
are
what?
not tipping
I would
him.
just leave money on the table for that waiter and not ask any questions.
I would think it'd be funny that you'd hire a waiter for you, like in random situations, like
Yeah.
at work or just like down on the street or
I
something
mean,
like that.
realistically, what we could do is
Call 'em
fill one
garçon.
of these with whiskey, fill one of these with water, and then
No,
we
no.
never
No,
have
no.
to
I
leave
want
the
to
table.
hire a waiter, and I want him to go to a restaurant, nice restaurant. Everyone's wearing nice clothes and stuff, and then he goes to other people's tables. He takes their shit,
And never
he puts it
calls
on
them
my
in.
table, and then like you're like these people will be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" But it's like he's like a 400-pound black man, and he's been working out, dude.
He's like 6'8".
We've been getting it in, me and him.
You know what he's saying.
He
Yeah, that
hits
sounds
that.
pretty,
He hits that white woman in the face.
Suspect.
Stamps.com.
I like the idea of like going to that restaurant and doing that. And when a waiter actually comes up to you like, "Sir, you have to wait to be seated," like, no, I got my own waiter thing. I brought my own. It's fine. You don't have to. You could go back to those people over
Actually,
there.
I don't even need your hostess. I brought one of those.
I
too.
brought my own hostess.
No, I'll just get my
He's
own
just
food.
sent him to the back, like to the. He's in the kitchen. He's demanding things.
Where are the scallions? Where are the fucking scallions? I have.
He wants.
Where's my trout?
What is this?
I got a
This
trout
this is for
lamanure
poor
that I have to
people.
make
This is for poor
for
people.
table
And
12.
he wants
I
to
asked
have
for medium rare. This is medium at best.
You go back there, you yell at them, they give you what you want, and then you eat it.
in the kitchen.
And then we're like, make another one. He'll love that.
Yep, it tastes just right. Make another for him.
Shit. I was watching the new episodes of Archer, and he kind of does that. He's walking by like an outdoor like bar, and like he's in a hurry, and so he just walks by and he grabs the dude's drink and fucking just downs it. He's like, "That was really good. You should order another one of those." And then he comes back later, and the dude's drinking a drink, and he grabs it out of his hand, fucking starts to down it, and spits it out. He's like, "What's wrong with you? I told you to order another one of the other things."
You got a different drink, asshole. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, they say the F word in the new episodes. It's
Oh,
nice. Yeah.
Nice.
FX, I think they got the go ahead on that. They're doing a lot more.
Some of the shows that you don't have that on, like Always Sunny, like where they do that and then they add it in later, it's like, oh, this is too much.
Well,
Like, I
it's,
don't know why
like,
it bothers me. But it
South
does.
Park, early
She
South
does.
Park.
They don't. They don't
out.
say it. The only one I've noticed so far is there's a point where like Lana's starting to act like Mallory, and she just goes, "I'm not paying you so I can
Lana?
babysit you. Just fucking fix it."
Oh,
Yeah,
Like, and that's
shit,
it.
Mallory's dead.
Yeah, it's so
Actress.
Shit.
The mom from Arrested Development.
Austin's going to miss her.
That's right. Yeah.
This is how we get ants.
Is that how you want ants? 'Cause that's how you get ants.
I'm young.
I'm young.
I'm young.
Lana did it.
Lana.
I feel like a fucking idiot.
I feel like a fucking idiot. I love how they made Uncanny, or was it, what was that place called? Sudden Valley?
yeah,
Sudden-
Sun Valley. Yeah.
It's a real place, and
Oh, really?
it's in Seattle. They're in California, I think, in Arrested Development, and it's
Wait,
supposed to be
is that
fake.
is that the island where all the pedophiles are in Washington?
No, that's
No.
it. That's a
I
real
know,
thing. It's in
yeah.
Florida.
Oh, I heard it's
They
in
are-
Washington.
It's like
There's an
basically-
island of
It's basically
pedophiles?
a trailer park of like a bunch of
Basically the
people.
whole state.
It's basically like it's a whole trailer park of people that like they have sex offenses. Like if you go on MeganThelaw.com, they're gonna be on there.
Oh shit!
Like that place shines. Like you go, I want to have an overlook of the whole country to see
It's
what's
got
going
the
on.
fucking the theater
I've
floodlights.
heard Washington.
And then
has
that
most-
one hurts your eye, and you're like, I'm gonna zoom in, and you're like, I'm, I feel safe with my kids here.
Is it like a mandated thing?
No, it's
Not
just
to date men, but I mean like
it's just
Yeah.
that if you live in a
Mandated.
place and if you have that kind of thing against you, you have to like tell everyone in the area, so they're like, we'll all just live together. Because then it's like, hey, so
Then who will stop us?
You know, I touch the kids and stuff, and
No
they're
one's
like,
gonna-
yeah, me too. High five.
Well, there's bound to be some of them there that are just regular ass sex offenders. It's like, wait, you know, why are you here? It's like, oh, you know, I was touching little boys, and they're like, ew, what the fuck?
Didn't that person live next
Yeah,
to us
we
down
used,
the
we used to
street?
have a guy
He was
on our
at-
street.
He was
who's
on
just-
there.
He was he was just like a sex offender, and some kids like fucked his lawn up and fucked his car up. And then like if you found out that like he was like fucking 19, he had sex with some 17-year-old girl, so you're permanently on there, and so like fucking. And they were just like heard that and read that because fucking and all the parents were like, we need to get him the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it's funny how like
When
people
that website
you say
came out,
someone's
people were fucked up.
Well, it's funny. You say when someone's a sex offender, they immediately go pedophile, and
Yeah,
it's like
you
that's
assume,
not what a
yeah.
sex offender is. You're talking square and rectangle here.
Yeah.
Like a pedophile is a sex offender, but a sex offender is not just a pedophile. Like they do all kinds of fucked up other shit
I'm not
too.
a pedophile. What is the one where it's like it's teenagers?
Oh, I can't remember what that's
And they're
called.
like, if you know what that's called, then you are that.
like androphile or something.
A phoebophile? Is that?
Thebophile, yeah.
Right. Anyway.
All right. Well, you two just outed yourselves.
There we go.
No, he heard that when you said when we walked down. You're like,
You were
file.
shouting it.
Just
And
gonna
you
put it out
said
there
it-
right now. Barely legal teen porn is not illegal. Just gonna throw that out there. Not illegal.
And they're
It doesn't
usually
matter
not
what
actually
Tim's
barely
Google
legal
searches
teens.
Say.
Very true. But it's part
They're
of the
usually about
fantasy.
32, and they just have done a lot of meth.
A lot of meth.
A whole lot of it.
Hey, 18-year-olds on meth. There we go.
Florida, am I right?
Florida, baby.
Anyway.
Anyway, we're here in Nebraska. We're gonna get some pills. And,
Hey, shout
and
out to Boat Trash.
boat trash.
I like
Nice.
that there's a whole like subreddit that says it's our Florida man.
Florida man.
Just like
Yeah.
the kind of things that men in Florida get arrested for.
Yeah.
Well, it's a common like fucking thing in like international news. It was like Florida man arrested
seen
for
that.
fucking that's
Yeah,
like,
you
Something
put
you've
in-
never fucking heard before.
Yeah, you can always put in today's date and then put Florida man or your birthday or whatever,
your
and it's
birthday,
like,
yeah.
who's your Florida man? You know, like. But yeah, you put in like today's date, Florida man, and there's always something fun to read. there.
Oh, should we look up our Florida mans?
It's so
That'd
weird.
be fun.
It's so weird that like people like they just like I'm gonna go there.
Right. I would love to move to Florida if it weren't for
Realistically,
fucking
like-
Florida
Like
man.
the water is warm like Hawaii.
It's
like,
bath water, dude.
Oh, you heard it's like
Initially,
90
people
degrees?
probably moved there. They're like, "This place is incredible."
Yeah. Despite the
then
fact that
they're
it's a state made
and
of
then
a
they
swamp.
had then they had
Oh,
the first
man.
fucking hurricane.
Tim's
and
got a good
everyone
Florida
died.
man. Let's hear. What
Dude,
do you
my
got?
Florida man is so my fucking spirit animal.
Florida man rapes child.
Richard Ellis Spurrier was arrested in St. Petersburg, Florida for allegedly handing out marijuana to people on the street because it was Christmas.
That's actually really nice.
Dude, your dad is doing great things, man. It's great. It's fun.
That's actually really nice. that's not even know if that's a real Florida man, if you ask me.
Yeah,
Like,
doesn't count.
I feel like that's Florida man if I moved to Florida.
oh, yeah. They're just setting up the headline for you. They're going to erase the name and put Tim Morris
It's
in
always
there.
like, don't let your kids go trick treating. They're gonna put weed in their thing, and they're like, no one wants to get.
No one's giving your kids free drugs.
Well, I love how you
All right,
found out
Bryce.
every
What's your
instance of a
birthday,
kid getting-
Bryce?
May 10.
All right.
I love when they found out
Nice.
like every instance of a kid getting poisoned on Halloween was like their parent or
Oh.
something.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
They were like, I don't have.
It always is. It's a parent or a relative or someone
Yeah.
close to the family.
Someone
Crazy.
likes to party.
Okay, so here's Bryce's Florida man. A 32-year-old man was arrested in Daytona Beach shores for attempting to throw a live alligator he had stolen from a miniature golf course onto the roof of a beachside cocktail lounge.
That's his birthday.
Yeah.
Let's do everyone.
All right, what's yours?
August or July 14th, 93.
Oh, what's yours?
Oh,
He's not in the
December
room.
29 or 88.
I should know you.
29. I was
We're
born
not
in
doing the
1929.
year. I'm just doing the fucking.
I've seen some
All
shit.
right. December 29th, 2022. Gene Evanel,
I don't know that
innocent, a 41-year-old man from West Palm Beach, Florida, was arrested for impregnating a 13-year-old girl at a South Florida hospital.
Oh, man. Jesus Christ. At the hospital?
You just say if he's a doctor at least. Fuck, dude.
Yeah, he's a gynecologist, actually.
There, since you got a rapey one, we'll do another one for you while we wait for Austin.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right, 2018. Charles Albert Garcia, a Florida resident, was pulled over for speeding on Christmas Eve and decided to throw his keys in the car and lock it to prevent a search.
Dope.
However, he didn't actually prevent the search and likely made it more obvious that the cop needed to do close
Hey, fucking
inspection.
shout out to that guy, dude.
Thought he was smart.
Let's give him a round of applause.
Hey,
That was the man.
All right.
Golf clap?
want to do a Viking clap for that?
July
1, 2,
25th.
3. Yeah, close
That
enough.
was way off.
It was.
All right. Austin's July
Where's the
25th,
dog?
14th.
14th.
It did sound like he was out here.
birthday.
Bastille Day.
All right. Let's see. A
Last
Florida
year,
We got a
man.
cake for my dad, and yeah, you know.
This year I did,
Instead of saying happy birthday, it said happy Bastille Day.
this
What the
year
fuck
it
is
said-
this?
This year it was happy birthday former President Gerald Ford.
That's so great.
Shout out to him.
It should have like a little aircraft carrier on it because that's the biggest
Yeah, that'd be great.
that's the biggest aircraft carrier we have.
All right. So here's Austin.
Here's Austin's.
July
Florida man.
14th, 2019. Derek McKay was arrested for speeding and found hiding heroin and crack in his hip.
There you go.
In his hip?
In his hip.
Ew.
Jesus, does he have a trick hip?
Hey, shout out to him, man.
That guy just sounds
Like
just
nowadays,
crafty.
like that's a fake hip. He bought a hip. And he's like, I'm gonna have a little container in my hip. And
How
you're
do
like,
you
sure.
get it in the hip?
But in 19,
He's a robot.
what'd you say?
He's
23.
from Skynet.
2019.
It must have like a full fake leg, right? Like, how do you get it in your hip?
Right,
That guy's industrious.
right.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to that guy. He got caught, but he tried, and
tried.
that's what matters
That's
to
what
me.
counts, yeah.
you
This
know,
episode is brought to you by Stamps.com.
and trying
Shout out to that
Brands.
guy.
and trying. That guy tried.
Put in
And then since this is our Christmas episode for
Thank
some
you.
reason, let's see. On December 25th, a man named Richard Squirr from St. Augustine, Florida, celebrates Christmas in a colorful way.
Thank God.
On the same day, he goes to the Cape Coral Festival and yells at the families, claiming that all their parents are lying to their children.
I like to dedicate this episode to Jesus.
It must be
I
one of
mean,
those guys. It must because
That-
have you seen that? Have you
That
seen
was
the guy at the mall?
honestly, though,
Jesus
that was the
Christ.
perfect
I'd like to
Christmas
thank him
Florida
for saying
man.
that.
Jesus Christ.
I'd like to thank him for saying that guy to
Jesus
appeal
Christ.
I love you, God.
to everyone
Love you,
in
God.
South
Jesus
America.
Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you've seen the guy
Next
at the
week,
mall,
we'll
though,
do
right?
a Las Vegas man.
Las Vegas man cannot be much different.
Similar.
I mean, minus the throwing alligators part.
I feel like there will be more midgets.
This
There-
episode is
that
brought
have
to
to
you
be,
by
right?
America's
Come on,
Most Wanted.
hookers.
Remember that show from like the late 90s?
Well, it's
early
coming
2000s?
back.
You remember the Las
It's
Vegas episodes
canceled.
of Cops?
No.
There were two with
Oh,
the
yeah.
same midget in them. In the first one, the midget tried to run away from the cop by climbing up a telephone pole.
I feel like they made. I feel like they made
And the
Reno.
second one, he found the midget and took him to a local like midget circus bar and got him a job.
Oh.
They made Reno 911 because there was a whole season of Reno of Cops. It was like 23 or something. It's like 7 episodes, and it's a shit show.
Oh yeah.
Well, I heard
To the
the
point where
I
like
can
it's like the
imagine.
cops don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to deal with this.
Yeah.
No, I've read that Reno Cops said like you could any episode of Reno 911 could just be one of their days.
No shit.
It's a very small meth town
It's like
with a bunch of casinos.
there's like real money to be made.
Not
And
begging
anymore.
for
brothels
money.
and
Not
brothels
anymore.
and strip clubs.
Not anymore. Last time I went there, that place is bombed the fuck out. COVID beat the shit out of that place.
Oh, yeah.
Harrah's
The
is going to.
awful is gone. I don't
Yeah,
remember
the
going here.
Nuggets all closed up. So is Siri. And then Cal Neva, I don't know how is alive. Harrah's is closed and is going to be an apartment complex. And I'm telling you, it's going to be a project. And I don't mean like a long project to do. I mean like it's going to be the projects.
Well,
it's gonna be bad.
that's where they tore out the one with of awful in it. They were making. They had the sign that said they're going to make an apartments, and that was before.
It's sad. Like to experience anything nice over there now in terms of like casinos, you got to go to the Atlantis and that's it.
I haven't been in years.
You got to go to Vegas and spend stupid money.
I've never been to Vegas.
Vegas is cool.
We should do a hanging from the rafters from
Not
Vegas.
great.
That'd be
Let's
fun.
go just to
We
do it.
are. We'll be in Vegas for Skankfest.
Nice.
You're coming to Skankfest. Me and Austin and my sister are going to be here. Let me remember Joe.
We're getting fucked up.
When is
He
that
looks
again?
like Tim, but we're just stupid
Last
fa-
weekend in September.
It's the last weekend of next month,
Last weekend of October?
September.
September.
This month is September.
Yeah, this month.
Yeah,
Oh
okay,
shit!
okay,
Are we
alright.
in September?
Yo, dude, right?
Somebody owes me money.
Yeah, no, that September crept its ass up on us quick. Very fucking quick.
It's less than 30 days. We're gonna rent a car and we're gonna drive.
Oh,
to
it's gonna
Vegas.
suck ass. Oh my god, you're gonna drive. You're gonna
The-
crazy.
The tickets would have been like $3,000, and then it drives like $500. Even renting a car
Tickets would have been $3
Jesus.
grand to fly.
with the three of us.
What? It's like $100 round trip.
Yeah, you got fleeced.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Yeah, fleeced.
You got fleeced hard. What are you talking about? $500? What? Where are you buying your tickets at, man? This is gonna be terrible. What kind of car are you driving?
The
Forerunner?
Flintstones
Forerunner.
mobile.
Nice.
They're
A
gonna-
hoe runner.
A hoe runner.
They call it the hoe runner.
My uncle used to drive a home runner.
Yeah, no,
Did
you
you
gotta
see
drive a
that,
big
like,
car.
It's so bad they didn't sell enough tickets this year, so like they're selling tickets at the door.
They
Oh,
are.
it's out there.
They're doing them. They're doing them too soon after
They've
one
been
another.
really reluctant.
all the
Well,
one-
last
they're-
year, fucking,
the-
it sold out in minutes.
Yeah.
And so this year, I think they thought it was going to be the same, and it did not. And the fucking initial sell, like, they had a bunch left. And
Is
so
it just
they've
me or
been-
did it feel like they did 2 in 1 year?
If someone
No,
come up with $300, they
last
get an
year
extra
was
seat in the
October,
car.
The week after.
Oh, it just seems to like it seems like they're selling tickets to the motherfucker like every few months. I
They
don't
did
know
it
why.
like they
No,
sold
this year
tickets
they
6 months.
they took another room so they can add another like 4,000 people.
Yeah.
They also might have.
But he also has always said like there's like he doesn't want it to be like one of those giant comedy festivals. Like the point of Skankfest is when you go to Skankfest, like you're hanging out with these people.
Yeah.
Like, they're just there. Like,
Right.
you're like there he is.
Hence the
fucking-
party atmosphere.
Right, exactly. So like it's a feeling that you couldn't get if you allowed 5,000 people to come because like those people can't leave the green room. Then they're gonna be accosted
This could be,
by
by the 1,000 people.
exactly. So like he's always like this is all we can ever do is like there's a limit to how much we can take.
Which is crazy considering like he's got to pay these motherfuckers for doing their bits and acts and
Yeah.
shit.
I
I already
And he's
pays
getting-
him well
They
too.
got
I'm sure, but, like,
$3,000 or something.
I'm sure, but it's like how many tickets do you got to sell to pay out? You know, they had like Louis
a
C.K.
3-day
drop
ticket
in
is
one
like
year.
$500.
Well, this year's supposed to be like what's her name, Roseanne, and then
Right.
what's his name, the fighter from Fighter and the Kid, the one who got all fucked
They
up.
Brendan
Brendan
Schaub,
Schaub.
they're doing.
I don't think he's
Wait,
gonna
Brandon
go.
Schaub's gonna
I
be
don't
on
think
that?
he's-
it's
he
the
said
best.
they said he was, and I
No,
think
he's
if
done
he
him.
does,
They're doing Fighter and the Kid. They're doing a live Fighter and the Kid,
Fighter and the Kid,
and they have to know that no one in this group likes them, so it's gonna be a thing.
He's getting
Yeah.
booed.
But like they get the balls. They'll just have Lewis on because like if people get out of control.
I think they're
Right.
gonna drop out. I personally
no,
think-
they're
I
not
would.
gonna drop out. If they're smart, they have Lewis on. That's all you do. You get
That's-
Jay on,
yeah.
Lewis. No one's gonna act the fool when they're sitting right there. Like it's
Maybe.
different. They will do a whole thing, but if he goes to like chill out, they'll do it.
They
Okay.
probably, yeah. If it were just then, they'd probably start chanting.
I feel like the Skanks guys would act a fool to these because they're always shitting on Brendan Schaub. And I don't listen to his comedy. I don't know if
Well,
he's
that's
any
what
good or not.
Lewis invited
I mean, he
him.
obviously invited them. He's paying them money to be here.
Sure.
So like he knows what's gonna happen.
Right.
So like it'll be fun.
Yeah, it'll be all right. I'm sure it'll be fine. Brendan Schaub stabs a
They'll
guy.
be alright.
They just said there's gonna be more seating this year, which will be nice.
They open another. Yeah, last year it's like you're seeing a stand-up show with no.
It's a
seating.
real shortage
Oh,
of
that's weird.
chairs.
Stand isn't
This is a
work.
metal
Well, only
concert.
like a
Me and
couple
Austin are
rooms.
standing by the door, and Christine, Jane's girlfriend, comes walking up to us like, "What are you doing?
like
you're over here
4
like
times.
you're leaning on the wall and you're drinking coffee." And it's like, "I don't work. I work
Was it
here."
like 4
I
times?
can see the look on her face, like I'm gonna yell at this motherfucker.
Oh, it was.
And he walked up, and was like, "I have my thing around my neck," and so
So we both like turned towards her and showed like we got our badges. We'd sit,
She thought you worked there.
so like right in the
it just
in
started.
the, right in the entrance.
Dude, you should
they
have
cut-
whipped those things off
Right
so
at-
fucking quick.
Yeah.
Look,
So
what
they
the
have
fuck?
they have volunteers.
I already paid him, who
doing
cares?
doing like
work
if you
here.
You can volunteer. You work
Oh,
8
so you should have-
hours
you
of,
should have
like,
pretended
the-
you did.
I'm sorry. Wait 1 sec.
That's what they do. They have like it's a volunteer, so like it's a 12-hour show basically. So the volunteers they work for 8 hours. You get 4 hours free, and then they like make him
Probably
farther along
stagger
days. Stagger it.
But
So like,
So
well,
there's
we
no
were just
special.
like there were
so
two,
no one actually works
access.
there.
there were these 2 tables right in the front entrance for where you got like let in. So we walk and like fucking we're standing there like my back hurts. Oh shit, tables. And we go lean on this. So I'm leaned on it. He's leaned over it. We're both in like all black. And even though the volunteers were wearing orange shirts, so I didn't know what she. But I guess we look like security guards, and so she was
You look like
a couple
schmucks.
times like we were
Just
just seeing
fucking
her
standing there.
beelining it towards us, ready to just be like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" And then we turn, like one of us would turn, you see the fucking badge. She's like, "Oh shit!" I almost yelled at a fucking person who paid.
Let her yell
I,
at you and just.
I think she just didn't like the look at you.
If either one of us wear all black at anything and stand by a door, people will ask me
Yeah.
if it's okay to go in that door, which is a lot I
don't give
Yeah.
a fuck.
Go for it.
I mean, like, if you like, are you serious?
I
Okay,
also
cool.
saw,
No,
Yeah.
it's a $5 cover. I know you
Yeah.
brought tickets before, and
but
we're
to get
here.
in this room, it's $5.
Yeah, it's free to get past that guy, but if you want to go and actually see the show, I mean, about $7 to $8.
How much you got?
At one point, fucking, I was like, "Yeah."
I'm gonna give you a deal, $3 because
How much you got in
It's
your
all-
wallet? Give me
it's
the
all
wallet.
profit for me.
Give me the
What
wallet.
do you got? Give it to me.
Give it to me.
Give it to me.
Yeah.
I got about 15. I got 20.
You got,
Give it to me.
Just don't even say
7,
yeah,
9.
no
I need to
numbers.
count the
Just
last
give me
2
money.
items in the order. At one point, I was sitting in the hallway during one of the shows. My back was hurting, and I'm like sitting on the floor, and I just was like, "Oh, there's a fucking pocket knife here." And so like I like pick it up and I hand it to one of the volunteers, and you see him going flip out. He hands it to Mike Harrington, and he's the Mike Harrington who's fucking goes into full fucking. You see him jump into like he's on the fucking his radio's like, who has a pocket knife? Who dropped a fucking pocket knife? And I was like, gee, good God. Which I get it because it's also like if people are bringing fucking weapons in here,
Right.
they could turn the shit real
Oh,
quick.
fast, yeah.
And so like he probably wanted to make sure, and I think someone alerted him like, yeah, it was mine. It probably fell out because he see him at one point just calm down, but like he was ready to like start fucking yelling at people like, don't make fucking noise in here.
The best they're doing Bastard Radios. So
It's funny that you've seen these people. I have no clue what they look like.
so we're doing that show, and we're standing like we're leaning against the wall because I'm tired, and this like young black girl walks up to me, and she's like, "Is Nick Mullen on?" And I was like, "Are you some sort of mystical character?"
Are you lost?
No, I
Yeah,
don't. No,
Nick
you're
Mullen
not
is
gonna
on-
like. You're not gonna like me saying this, but I mean this with the utmost respect. I don't think
Yeah.
you belong here.
That's exactly what it was like. Oh, God bless you. Yeah, that
Nick
fucking-
Mullen will be on here to make inappropriate jokes very soon.
Let me just say, he's on stage, but I like to personally apologize for him on account of all white people.
I will say
We didn't mean it, and you have just fantastic tits.
We didn't take him in the
he's on
draft.
stage.
Yeah.
We didn't draft
I
him.
will say that he fucking sucked because he was clearly sick. And so he's sitting there, throw the voice out there, trying to still do it, but like it just keeps getting worse and worse as the show progresses.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, just go home, rest your voice.
Hey, how you make money, dog? Like
Yeah.
we saw him at Cobb's Comedy Club. Was it Cobb's? I don't fucking care. Last year, and I'll be completely honest, not great.
Yeah.
Not great.
He
His
seems
clips
like
are better than,
I've seen
his show was when we saw it. I've seen him do better shows online
On
than I've
YouTube,
seen
yeah.
than what we got. I was a
Yeah.
little disappointed in that.
His clips are always great, but like when you see him live, we saw him at with the one downtown. We were fucking improv, and like like halfway through, I was like, I think I'm gonna step outside. I'm hot and I'm ready to go.
Yeah. It's like this could have been a lot better. Well, it's like there's only a couple of bits from Tim Dillon when we saw him. I was like, oh, that was funny. And then like after a while, I was like, this guy's not a very good stand-up comedian.
We were listening to his podcast too much. Same thing with me when I saw Bill Burr. That like you're listening like, fuck, I've heard literally this whole set on his fucking pod like weeks ago.
Well, also, but I feel like that's part of the problem with
Is
a lot
the
of these like
sauce.
podcasters that are like trying to like
Well,
break
they're
into
working their
stand-up
bits.
comedian
Yeah.
comedy. Like they're not stand-up comedians. They're podcasters. It's great that they want to be stand-up comedians, but some of these guys probably never will be.
Well, Nick's a
Like-
great stand-up, but he's more a better writer. He can write hilarious things, and whereas I think sometimes when it comes to the live aspect, he's just he tries to go like flow too much off his head, and so it just doesn't end up working out the way that like he doesn't have a full set hour a lot of times. Especially when you see him.
He'll riff
touring
on
with it.
some things.
He riffs on shit.
Yeah,
and it's like,
well,
sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
It's also like it's more on what I'm saying is like for example, like this, like we could sit here and do this every single week very easily. Like not one of us could probably stand up on stage and do a fucking
like an
stand-up
asshole.
set. Like,
I've written a couple of jokes, and they are very
I've
much
tried.
made for. They are very much made.
they're
for
just for you.
me, right, and my phone, and that's it. Like
What's
they're
the
not
worst
made
when,
for
like,
anybody else.
When you write a joke, you think you wrote like maybe this could be like a stand-up joke, and like if you go away and like you're just looking through your notes or something, you're like you read like,
Oh,
oh,
I
a
suck.
fucking retard, that was terrible. God damn it! Like,
Yeah, I know it's harder than it looks, man. Like to be funny
Oh,
is
yeah.
not. It's to be funny to a lot of people is it's different. It's
takes a
different.
lot of shit. Yeah.
Well, I think we're gonna wrap this one up. So we'll see you all again soon. Thank you for joining us on the Hanging for the Rafters podcast. Do you have a song?
Here I come to save the day.
You can just say no.
That was all I had.
You could just say no.
Yeah, another flop from Austin.
Nah, that was a good ass fucking Mighty Mouse.
This is a good ass flop right there. It was a flip flop.